Okay. And we are live.
Yeah, we're live right now, Big Travie. I'm sorry, buddy. I clicked the go live and it has you jumping right in right there, man. Welcome into Week 15's Sunday lineup show live here on the Fantasy Whispers channel. How you doing? Welcome in. If you're new to our channel, please hit that. Give us a thumbs up on this video. That would greatly help us spread the word of our channel and grow us. And then if you want to join Whisper Nation, hit that subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified anytime we go live. And we do a Sunday morning live every single Sunday, 90 minutes before kickoff with my main man, Big Travie. You can find him on Twitter at Big Travie TFW. How you doing, Big Travie?
I'm doing well, man. We're here. This is the semifinals for most leagues in the Fantasy Football Championship. And so that means if you can get one more W, you're playing for a ship, dude. You're playing for Johnny might be playing for that belt behind me if he's lucky. If he can have things break his way.
Dude, I'm like crossing everything, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so it's an exciting time, man. If you're this far, obviously you've been doing the work, you've been following with us. If you're trying to get out of that consolation bracket without getting last place, we're gonna help you do that too. And once again, it's like we're just gonna do the best to provide you all the information we can and help you kind of navigate this crazy time we're in.
Hey, maybe you need help deciding what you need for Christmas dinner or to get your significant other.
We'll help you with that. We know we'll have a little bit of food talk on here.
Oh,
always.
Yeah, for sure. We're here for the people of Whisper Nation. But mostly here to answer lineup questions here. But yeah, we'll have some fun. We have a lot of fun on these Sunday shows. We dive in. Look, we already got people in here. Steven Drakes. Good morning to you, BGWU. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday morning so far. All right. We got Steven Drakes asks, Gesicki is out, ? Should I pick up and play Irv Smith, Corey Clement, or Ertz full PPR? I would go Irv Smith.
Yeah, I do like Irv Smith. Especially Rudolph likely out as well.
Yep, and then
this is a real shame for Gesicki, man. He was having a hot streak.
I actually think it might have been a little bit of a blessing in disguise because New England is so good. They're top 5 and defending the tight end position, and especially with how hot Gesicki has been, I'm sure that they would have schemed up a way to kind of stop him. It might have been a little bit of a trap play. But Travis, you look at Irv Smith here. Over the last, couple of games, he had 4. Sorry, he came back healthy last week. 4 for 4 targets, 63 yards and a touchdown. Gets Chicago today, which is a nice matchup for tight ends. So, I think I would go there.
Yeah, I do like Irv Smith. He was one of my higher waiver priorities this week in the waiver show that we had, and it was because of that. Rudolph being out, what he did last week. And then also the matchup this week is really good too. So fire up Irv Smith. I think, you got an excuse to get him in your lineup here with the Gesicki thing. You're going to be happy, I think, with what happens this week.
Yeah. You want to?
Oh yeah, I can do it. I mean,
I don't like driving.
Jumped in.
Yeah, dude. I don't.
Jumped in.
I don't like driving the show.
All right, so BGWU. I mean, first of all, just thanks to everybody that's in here. Steven Drakes, BGWU, ASMR Under the Cover. That's been a long time friend of ours over there. Austin McBurney, Brian McGowan. Seeing some new faces. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. We've been doing this, and we'll be doing it. Even in the off season, we'll be giving you new content as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like. We're trying to get up to 50 likes as usual on the Sunday live stream, so make sure you smash that lineup or that like for us, and we will help you with your lineup. BGWU says, "What's up, guys? I don't know who to start at my flex, Fournette or Hawkinson. Started Waller at tight end."
There you go. Nice.
Waller had a good one. I would go with Fournette here. I think Fournette with the better matchup. Don't you think, Johnny? At least a better chance at more volume here with Ronald Jones out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And then, I do think that Hawkinson is a little bit more enticing with Matthew Stafford actually playing in this game, which is kind of miraculous. But he's dealing with some torn rib cartilage. That dude is so tough. but like one play could knock him out, and then you're like, oh no, So I would go with Leonard Fournette.
ASMR under the cupboard says happy playoff week. I'm in emergency situation PPR. Lynn Bowden versus New England. Gus Edwards versus Jacksonville. Sony Michel at Miami, or Peyton Barber versus Seattle. Look, I'm not big on the Lynn Bowden hype train this week, but Johnny, I know that you've been like kind of leaning towards him in a couple different leagues. How do you feel about Lynn Bowden with these these other options here?
I think he's an interesting play today because with Gesicki out, I could easily see them getting him the ball. He's a speedster. But when you have like these other matchup, Gus Edwards, Sony Michel, I'm actually kind of leaning Sony Michel here. It might be a little bit gross. I don't know if he'll get a lot of PPR work, but he should get the work of Damian Harris. I just think he's the safest floor of all these guys. I actually don't even mind Gus Edwards either. I would actually play Gus Edwards or Sony Michel. But once again, Gus Edwards does not get any targets out of the backfield. So you're kind of dealing with the same situation there. I would probably tend to go with Sony, especially it's week 15. You got to win. Give me those like that higher floor. And he has the possibility of maybe getting in the end zone.
Yeah, at least Gus Edwards, the positive game script there should be there. I think I would lean. I would agree with you on your take there with Sony over Gus. Austin McBurney, half point PPR, start one running back, one flex. Swift, Dobbins, Woods, Hilton. So I'm starting
Swift.
Woods. I'm starting Woods, and I mean half point PPR. I'm probably starting Hilton too. I just think
I'm starting
both
Swift.
are hot coming into these.
Swift is gonna he's gonna have a heavy workload today. And with Stafford,
is Peterson out?
That's a good pickup on that. I will look
up. Brian McGowan saying Big Blue. Oh, Brian McGowan, Big Blue. That's his name. Sorry about that. Irv Smith or Logan Thomas PPR. I mean, honestly, with Alex Smith out, give me Irv Smith. No Rudolph. I think the upside's a little bit better there. The matchup's pretty tough for Logan Thomas as well. So give me Irv Smith. Darius Rice, our guy, is in here. What's up, Darius? Welcome in.
What's up, Darius?
Hashtag Whisper Nation Strong. We knew he was going to drop it there. Sunday morning routine. We appreciate you in here. Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. Let us know that you're new to the channel. We'll shout you out in here. We're trying to get up to 50 likes, so make sure you smash that like button for us. We've got 11 of you watching, only 8 likes. Let's get those likes up, and we would greatly appreciate that.
Not seeing any news on Adrian Peterson yet.
Okay.
But I'll keep searching.
Strother Knight says, happy holidays. Need 2 running backs, full point PPR between... Well, first of all, happy holidays.
Yeah,
sir.
happy holidays.
Full point PPR between Hunt, Ahmed, Pollard, and Michelle. Think I just heard Zeke is out. Is Zeke out? We should double check that. If Zeke is out, you might want to be...
Yeah.
Let me just double check here.
Inactive.
Inactive. He is inactive. So Tony Pollard would get the nod there for me. Full workload for Pollard, who's been great in the passing game, and just should be a good start this week. It is a tough matchup.
It is.
The volume alone should be good. Also, defense between the Dolphins and the Colts. Colts playing Houston, Dolphins playing New England. I don't know if there's really a wrong answer here. I guess if I would go for the upside, I'm going to go with the Dolphins, just because the Colts are going to play Deshaun Watson this week. And even though Deshaun and that offense is struggling, it's Deshaun Watson. He can always put points up on you. Darius Rice says Higgins or Enman
I'm going...
or E-Man. Either would be a stream, or start Ayuk, Deontay Johnson, and Godwin PPR. Whisper Nation Strong.
Is this T. Higgins or Rashard Higgins?
I'm gonna get. I mean, either way, I think the 3 you've got going are the ones you want to go. You're not asking to start one of these guys over them. I hope not.
I mean, Godwin has been struggling as of late, so I can understand where he might be. But I think I would still play Godwin because the ceiling is very high for Godwin.
Okay, sorry, lost my spot there. Playoff. Douglas Wilson says playoff weekend. Let's go.
Yeah.
Strategy question. Start Goff over Big Ben. Opponent has Woods starting, considering matchup with Jets. Plus, I got Akers at flex. I mean, I love Goff's matchup.
Yeah.
I also like
Big Ben.
Ben's matchup, and we have a situation where both could be scripted out of this game because it's just they take care of him so easily. I think I'm gonna roll with.
I think
I might go with Goff. I think that his ceiling is hit more than
Mhm.
Ben's this year, even though his floor is hit a lot worse too.
Yeah. I do think
But
that.
yeah, I think I would go with Goff. I think that's the play. And in that case, like I understand you're worried about your opponent having Woods. You kind of just have to go with that flow on those situations. If you're,
It's almost kind of nice because he's got
there
Akers. He has Akers as well. So it's like no matter what the offensive possession is, like if they score, they should score almost on every one. So I'm wondering. I think because he does it, would you because he has Akers at the flex? Would you go Ben then?
I don't think so. Well, does his opponent have Akers?
No, he
Or
has
he has
he has Akers in his flex.
I mean, I think I would still.
I'm gonna
go the higher over under here. That's what I'll do as the tiebreaker here.
Yeah.
Which one's got a little bit more points? So the Rams game is a 45-point over under. Pittsburgh game's a 40 over under. So I'd take Goff.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a receiving touchdown, a little double dip. That could be nice.
Double dip that chip.
Double dip. All right. Let's see here. Playoff weekend. Rob Shorter says, "Evening, Whisper Nation. Evening, chaps from London. What's going on, Rob? Appreciate you.
Over the pond.
Across the pond." Rob says, "Standard League pick 2, Chris Carson, David Johnson, or Gurley." I'd be fading Gurley, so give me David Johnson, Chris Carson.
And Duke Johnson out of this game.
Love it.
Yeah.
ASMR Under the Cupboard says, "Thanks, guys. You're welcome." And Gus Ramos with the Gus bus.
With the bus stamp. Yeah, that's
What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. What's going on, Gus? Welcome in. One of the true blues. Listen, you guys, you hear us shouting out these guys? You want to join? You're new? Smash that subscribe button. Give us a like. Let us know you're watching. Let us know you're a new sub, and we will shout you out. We are the Fantasy Whisperers. We're trying to get you guys some fantasy hardware. We're trying to help you in your dynasty leagues this offseason.
We're going for
mock draft.
Yeah, we love mock drafting, man. I can't wait for that.
Brian McGowan says Brian McGowan, Big Blue. I always think he's saying that. Ravens D or Browns D this week, Johnny?
Ooh, Browns against the Giants. But it's Colt McCoy who's in there.
Ravens against Jacksonville.
And you're right. Ravens against Jacksonville. I think I would go. I think I'm going to go Ravens versus Jacksonville, even though they're still banged up. And the Browns do have a nice matchup, but it's not Danny Dimes. And I mean, Colt McCoy will get sacked, but Danny Dimes is the one that holds a ball tremendously long. So, Ravens D.
Yeah, so the Giants or the Browns only favored by 4. You look at what's going on with 13 points. You know, the Ravens are favored by. Yeah. I'm going to take the Ravens there. Let's see here. Justin Young says, "Woods, Hilton, Dobbins, or Swift and standard. I need 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. Since I'm starting Akers, I'm leaning towards Hilton and Swift, thinking the Rams game is going to be a heavy run game." It is probably going to be a heavy run game. Would that make you start Hilton or Dobbins over Woods, Johnny?
No, I would still play Woods.
I'm sorry.
Like they have
You're
to.
You're still playing Woods here?
Yeah, they have to.
It's a standard league.
Yeah, and I do totally get that, but like that even makes it better for me because, well, I think that Woods. I understand we expect them to blow out the Jets, which everyone does, but they have to get to that point. In order to get to that point, they have to score a lot of points. So it's like, who's going to score that? Like, it's not just going to be Cam Akers. Bobby Trees has been so solid for you all year long. He had a bad week last week. He totally did. I get it. There's a little bit of trepidation there, but I'm definitely going with Woods. I'm sticking with him. He's a top 12 wide receiver, top 15.
So, and then you'd take Swift, right? So
Yeah.
we're gonna start one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Darius Rice says Zeke out. Go with Gus Bus, Jeff Wilson, or find another guy. I mean, is Raheem Mostert out? Let me just double check on that.
I thought he was playing. Or that's what we had read on
He was
Friday.
trending towards it.
Yeah, he was playing. He was trending towards playing. And I didn't see it on any.
So
yeah, okay.
for me, I would actually go with.
I would go Gus Bus.
So you have,
or if Tony Pollard is available.
Actually, yeah. I mean, Darius, this one's tough because Gus Bus is going to share time too.
Yeah.
I'd probably play Gus. I think you at least know he's going to get the red zone work. You kind of don't know week to week what's going to happen with those backs in San Fran. So I mean, at least you know that Gus is going to get work, and so you got to hope for a red zone carry or a goal line carry there. But positive game script, heavy for the Ravens. Harris Timarek says pick 2, Cup, Deontay Johnson, Hunt, full point PPR, Johnny.
I'm going Cup and Hunt here.
I like that. Yeah, Kareem Hunt is back to his ways. It looks like that. It looks like both backs have settled down now,
and they've really
what they normally do.
They've figured out a formula that really works, that keeps them both fresh and both electric. Man, well done to Cleveland.
Speaking of electric, this chat is electric because we got 19 watching. We got everybody in here being active. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. Let us know in the comments, and we will shout you out there. We got 19 watching, only 11 likes. We got to get those likes up. We're trying to get all the way up to 50 likes today. There's 11 now, and there's 19 watching. So 8 of you can help us out, get there at least up to 20. Let's get to 20, man. Smash that button for us. All right, so Chris Lopez says Terry or Corey Davis. Let's see. This is a little bit tough. I might go with Scary Terry.
I'm going to go Corey Davis on that one.
Man,
dude, Seattle. So check this out. Seattle over the last 5 weeks, they've actually been top 5. What was it? Top 5 against corners, or against wide receivers. They've actually been much improved.
They have tightened up, but they've given up. Yeah,
and then they have it's Dwayne Haskins throwing the ball.
Jeff Burry says, "Good day, guys. Happy holidays from Canada."
Oh,
man, we are Mr. Worldwides over here, dude.
Love it, man. This is
awesome.
Welcome
in, Jeff. Appreciate you, man. Says, which QB to start? Watson, Rivers, or Breeze? Standard scoring. This one's tough, Johnny. Breeze coming back after the rib deal. Watson in a tough matchup. Hasn't been playing all that great as of the last couple days. And then you've got Phillip Rivers, who you don't really want to start, but has been super consistent. Johnny, who are you going to take out of these quarterbacks?
I would go with Watson still. I still think he has the highest upside. Rivers is an interesting play today, but I think with Cooks being back, give me Watson.
Yeah, Watson's upside is definitely undeniable there. And so, I mean, I don't know.
Who's more likely to get you some rushing yards? It's going to be Watson over Rivers and Breeze, so he has a little bit safer floor to me.
Yeah. Harris Timrick says, pick 2. Oh, same question. We got that one for you. Tony Chang, sorry about that. Full PPR, pick 2 running backs and 1 flex. J.K. Dobbins, Jonathan Taylor, and Chris Carson, Wayne Gallman, Tyler Lockett, or A.B.
2 running backs and 1 flex. I'm okay.
So 2 running backs, we're going to go Chris Carson.
And Jonathan Taylor. Sure. I'm going Chris.
Yeah, I would take Taylor. Yeah, I think that's right. And then it's 1 flex between Dobbins, Lockett, or AB.
I'm going to go Dobbins in my flex.
I like that.
Yeah.
Full PPR. Hopefully he's going to get some of that passing work. Rob Shorter, cheers, guys. Really appreciate all the help and hard work. You guys have got me to the playoffs. So I appreciate that, cheers, Rob. Man. Hopefully we can get you that hardware this year, man.
Yeah.
That's the goal. BGWU, Pat's D or Tampa's D, Johnny?
I think I'm going to go Pat's D on this one. They're really – Bill Belichick just knows how to completely shut down rookie quarterbacks, and they've been able to do that this year. even with good offenses where it seems like they have no chance. And so I think I would go Pats D. Tampa's been letting up a lot of yardage through the wide receivers. So yeah, give me Pats D.
All right. So Darius Rice says, "How early are y'all mock drafting? Already started my rookie scouting." We will probably be mock drafting within the next few weeks, to be honest. I mean, we're gonna obviously have the channel. We'll have the regular season for redraft done, but the work doesn't stop there. Whisper Nation, we'll be after you. We'll be shortly after that doing that. So we've got 19 watching, 15 likes. Make sure we're smashing that like button, guys. Let's get it going here. Let's get it popping. We're trying to get to 50 likes here. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe and let us know in the chat below that you are new to the channel, and we will shout you out there. Terrell Too Nice. What's up, Terrell Too Nice? Dobbins or Clyde? Johnny,
I'm
any interest in benching Clyde for Dobbins here?
Is this PPR? I always if it's PPR,
it is PPR. Dobbins, David Johnson, McLaurin, PPR. Oh, well, maybe that's a different league. Maybe he's asking 2 spots.
Okay.
Maybe it's standard. We gotta assume it's standard since he let us know on the other one it's PPR. So
I think
Dobbins or Clyde?
I would go Dobbins. I would go Dobbins just because New Orleans is a more stout defense against the run. I do expect CH to get more dump off passes, but Dobbins also is that dump off running back for Baltimore. So
I think I'm. Man,
and
that
I
one's
think
tough
I
because
think
there is
Dobbins,
positive game stream.
I think Dobbins has the more likelihood to score a touchdown as well.
I think I'm gonna roll with Clyde. The over under is really nice. I think it's like the 3rd highest over under on the week. This should be a really good game. A lot of points to be scored. I liked what I saw out of Clyde's usage last week. I think I would be rolling Clyde here. Just Terrell Too Nice says Dobbins, David Johnson, McLaurin, PPR. You rolling with Dobbins again here, Johnny?
I think in this case I would go David Johnson. He should get the massive workload there. There's no Duke Johnson. He'll get receiving down work as well. And with no Will Fuller, I could see them getting David Johnson, 5 to 7 targets out of the backfield, as well as his normal, 15 to 18 touches workload. So I'll go with the workload there.
Douglas Wilson says Cooks or Russell Gage. I've got Ridley as my wide receiver 1, half-point PPR. Brandon Cooks is in a tough spot against Indy. I think I'm going to go with I think I'm going to go with Russell Gage. No Julio, right? We
no Julio at all.
Out, so yeah, I think I'm going to go with Russell Gage. We've seen Tampa be susceptible at the cornerback position to some points for the wide receivers. So give me Gage. He's been doing it when Julio's out. I think that's the right call here. Jerry says McLaurin, Pollard, or Robinson.
Am I picking one? I'm going Robinson.
Looks like it, yeah.
If I'm picking one, I'm going Robinson. Yeah. If you have to pick two, I'm probably going Robinson and Pollard.
We got 25 now watching here in the chat. Thank you guys all for joining us here on this Sunday morning. Beautiful week 15. We're going to be rocking and rolling in the playoffs. Most of you are. If you're watching now and you haven't hit the like button, please do. Help us get those likes up. We're going for 50 likes today. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you're hearing, go ahead and hit subscribe and comment in the chat that you are new to the channel and newly subbed, and we will go ahead and give you a shout out here right on the show. All right. So Lauren L says Wayne Gallman, David Johnson, Kiki Cutie, or Corey Davis at the flex PPR. Thank you. I think you're going to roll David Johnson here, right, Johnny?
Yeah, that's where I would roll. Just the volume alone, and like I just had said about the targets out of the backfield, I feel pretty solid about David Johnson's floor this week, and he has the ability every week to get in the end zone. So he has a solid.
Terrell Too Nice says hit that like button. Terrell Too Nice says Breeze or Trubisky.
We were debating this on the show, on the matchup show. Who would you rather take? Give me Trubisky, man. I that sounds gross, but I'm not gonna trust Trubisky. Maybe I'm just biased as a Packers fan. Here's the deal, though. Before the injury,
Breeze had 23 or more points in 4 straight prior. I know the injury is a situation to worry about. Once again, the third highest over/under in this game against Kansas City. Kansas City did start the year really strong against QBs and against like passing offenses, but they've let up a little bit over the last couple weeks. I think this is going to be a really good game, and Breeze's upside is always there because he can just dump it off to Kamara, who does the work to get in for him. So for me, I'm a big fan of Breeze over Trubisky here.
Okay.
I just
you
feel
talked
like
me into it. You talked me
the
into
bottom could fall out anytime with Trubisky. Joshua Poplove, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kareem Hunt, or Leonard Fournette, Johnny?
Give me Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. Crispy Kareem Donuts. Darius Rice says, smash the like button. Let's set a new record.
Oh,
yes,
yeah, that would be
love
awesome.
Love it.
That's a great.
Darius, hit that like button. As Darius said, 22 watching, 20 likes. Make sure you're hitting that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We'd love to have you join Whisper Nation. Harris Timrick says, Tomlin said he's going to give Deontay a clean slate for this game today. So even then, you would still have Kupp over him, especially since Rams game should be a blowout and Johnson had 6 for 123 and a touchdown. Probably, I think he's quoting what he had against Cincinnati last time. Look, I think I love Deontay Johnson, but like Cooper Kupp is getting targets like Deontay Johnson, and he's actually catching all the balls and being consistent with them. So, like for me, Cooper Kupp is a guy who we know has done it. Deontay is trying to get to a consistency level that mirrors Cooper Kupp.
Also, I do want to preface this as well as a great example. If you want to start a guy, like if you feel start a guy. Listen, I'm playing Deontay Johnson. I think he's a really good play. And if you are sitting there, it's your team, and you personally think, hey, I think this is Deontay, play Deontay. I mean, it's not a bad spot. We're not sitting here saying we think Deontay is going to be a terrible play. We think he's going to be really good. And I think Cooper Kupp's going to be really good today. So if that doubt is in your mind of saying, I don't know, like we always say, trust your gut. Like, trust your gut. There's been so many times where I didn't do that to myself, and I wish I did. So if that's your gut feeling, then go Deontay. I don't think it's a terrible play.
Yeah, the Jets are the 7th worst matchup as far as limiting wide receivers. They 26.2 points they give up. You look at Cooper Kupp, he's got double-digit PPR points in 4 of his last 6 games, 50 receiving yards in 4 of his last 6. He's an integral part of this offense, and that defense for the Jets, I mean, it's just terrible, especially against wide receivers. So, I just for a little bit of confidence there, Harris, in the pick there. The All-Star Gamer is here, and he says, Cam Akers, James Conner, Dalvin Cook, Swift, Mostert, and Dobbins. Choose 3. Well, you're starting Dalvin Cook.
You're starting Cam Akers.
I think you're starting Cam Akers, and then so you're probably starting Swift. I think Swift is the next best option, gives you the upside. Look, I'd love to start James Conner. I'm a little bit worried about that guy, and his bottom just falling out. It's a great matchup, but Swift in a pretty decent matchup himself, and going to get a good amount of volume. So you like to see that. Mike Camilli says 2 flex, full point PPR, McKissick, Gage, Jeff Wilson. I'm starting Gage, full point PPR here, and I might be. The only thing about McKissick is I don't know if Haskins is going to give him the same kind of dump off rate that he was getting. So yeah, I would say Jeff Wilson. The matchup against Dallas is really good. I trust him to be a little bit more involved, or I know McKissick's been involved. Don't get me wrong, but I like Wilson's upside a little bit more. I think. Give me Gage and Jeff Wilson. The All-Star Gamer. Do you think Kittle will play next week?
I don't.
I don't know why they'd bring him back, but they're talking about it. So, what do you think, Johnny?
I don't know if he ultimately plays. I think that he'll really want to play, but I think especially if they lose this week, then there's really no point. But it's Kittle. He loves to play. So, I think he's definitely worth a stash for sure. Because if he plays, he's a top 2 tight end.
We've got 26, 25 watching in the chat right now. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button if you're stopping by and you like what you hear. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe and let us know in the chat that you're new to the channel. We will shout you out right there. We appreciate you all, Whisper Nation. Thanks for being with us on this Sunday morning. Got about 25 minutes left of this live show, so help us get up to 50 likes by hitting that like button. and ask us your questions here. We're going to start working through those some more. Speaking of which, Gus Ramos with the hard-hitting question here. Xmas is almost here. Fake Christmas tree or real Christmas tree?
Ooh.
I mean, it's not even a competition, dude.
Yeah. But
It's
what?
a real
Yeah, it's
Christmas tree all day long.
100%. But practicality, you go with the fake Christmas tree because it's very like we live in a condo, so like I can't get a fake Christmas tree every year. Or I mean a real Christmas tree every year, but when I get a house, I'll be
You can
getting.
do anything if you believe in yourself, Johnny.
Yeah, you can. But I love real Christmas trees, man. Those are thick.
Yeah, look, I understand the fake Christmas tree. Some of these you can get are really good looking.
Yeah.
But I just love that smell, man. That pine
All right,
smell.
hold
You
on.
get it in there.
On the same thing, real quick before we get to the rest of these questions. White Christmas lights or the colorful Christmas lights on the Christmas tree?
Oh, you go colorful, man.
Really? I like the
Yeah,
white,
you gotta
man. Just give me the
No, dude,
classic
you gotta have
white.
No, dude, you gotta have the colorful, man.
Interesting. Let us know, Whisper Nation,
Yeah.
what you guys got. Do you like the colored Christmas lights or the white Christmas lights in there? Or a different color. If you like blue or
Trey.
green, I don't know.
Trey S says, morning, gents. Morning, Trey. Full point PPR. Choose two. Deontay Johnson, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, or Swift. Thanks, and good luck this week. Good luck to you, Trey. Appreciate you in here. I am going to go Robert Woods and Deontay Johnson in a full point PPR. I think both of those guys getting good amount of targets, both of them in good matchups, and the full point PPR would give Johnson the edge for me over DeAndre Swift, who is a close one, but I'm going to go with those two wide receivers there.
Yeah.
Roman says, I got a tough one, and then he asks, Dobbins or Pollard at RB2, TY or Gage at flex. I would start TY. I think he's in a good spot this week, so you can start him at the flex. And I'm going to start, this is tough. He wasn't kidding. J.K. Dobbins has the positive game script, but will split time. Pollard is in a tough matchup, but won't split any time.
He's looked
So it's
electric.
really about,
He's looked electric with his limited
I'm actually going to go with Pollard because he does get guaranteed passing work, and they've been using him pretty well there. So give me the volume of Pollard here at your RB2.
Yeah.
And I think Pollard could have a big game today. BGWU says, also, since I'm starting Pat's D, should I start Rodrigo Blankenship over Jason Sanders? Well, let me just tell you something about Rodrigo Blankenship, dude. Okay? Rodrigo Blankenship is the greatest NFL player ever. Okay? He is so incredible. You need to respect the specs and put him in your lineup no matter what. All right?
I love
Rodrigo Blankenship. Look, they asked Rodrigo Blankenship what he was doing the night he found out that he replaced Adam Vinatieri, that he took Adam Vinatieri's job, and he said, "Oh, I was just building Legos with my girlfriend."
Well,
I mean, this dude is he is an F machine all the way, dude.
Dude,
love me some Rodrigo.
I really want to try to get him on the show.
Rod the Bod. That's what I like to call him.
I really want to try to get him on the show just for you, Big Travie. Like, that's one of my goals.
I would love that.
Because you love some Blankenship.
Dude, I swear to God, in a couple years, we're going to have all these stories about how Rodrigo Blankenship was sleeping with all these quarterbacks' wives. I'm telling you, dude. He's just like such a little stud, dude. I love me some Rodrigo Blankenship. So, yes, you'll never hear me say bench him. I love Rodrigo. I have him in like pretty much every league. I tried to get him in this year. Roman Dobbins we answered that one.
Yeah.
Brian McGowan, Big Blue says, thanks for the help, guys. Happy holidays. Overthinking everything. Yep, that comes in. We know all about that.
Especially in these longer, drawn-out weeks, where you're staring at scores and
Gallman, Gallup, Michelle, or Pollard at the flex PPR. Give me Pollard again. I think you lucked out here with Zeke out. That makes your decision really easy. You got to play Pollard here. I think that's a good one.
100%.
Jonathan Irvin waving and giving us the peace sign. Thanks, Jonathan. Welcome in. Appreciate you joining us this morning. We got 21 watching. We got 22 likes. Let's get those likes up, guys. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. Let us know in the comments that you're new to the channel, and we will shout you out here. Timo Panning says, Mostert, Jeff Wilson, McKissick, Corey Davis. Pick two of these four. Thank you. So give me Mostert and Corey Davis.
Yeah, those are the two.
I think those are the starts. recommended starts here. I understand Jeff Wilson could siphon off some looks, and yes, he could vulture something here or there. But Mostert, man, he's just been electric. If he plays, you got to kind of put him in there because he can hit a home run at any point.
Yeah, 100% agree.
BGW, I have a tough situation at QB. I have Kirk Cousins and Minshew. Dak and Joe Burrow got hurt. Rivers on waivers, tough choices. So I would bench Minshew here. Are you starting 2-quarterback league?
Yeah, it's got. Yeah, I would imagine because he's saying he had Dak and.
I would start Rivers over Kirk, and I would start him in that order. It would be Rivers and Kirk Cousins, just because of the tough matchup for Chicago. Otherwise, I would have Kirk over him.
100%.
But I will say this, Rivers has like 4 straight games of 20 points. He's just been super solid. It seems to be clicking. When he started to get T.Y. Hilton involved, they started to get Jonathan Taylor more explosive in the passing game. It's been really working for Rivers.
And Jonathan Taylor getting better at pass blocking. That's been really helped as well.
Yeah.
Brian
McGowan, Big Blue, says also Bowden or Jeff Wilson, Johnny, PPR.
Ooh, PPR. I was like ready to say just Jeff Wilson because I think he has the higher potential to get a touchdown. But with the PPR, it does make it interesting. I think I'm still going to go with the safe. I like to play a little bit safer in the playoffs with, the ability to have the upper floor, upper ceiling. And so I would go with Jeff Wilson still in a PPR, even though he doesn't get, very many passes out of the backfield. I do expect him to get a diminished role here, but I still think that floor is still higher than rolling out Bowden. What do you think?
I don't mind that. I think Jeff Wilson's the right play. We trust that offense a little bit more than we know if Bowden's going to be more of a flash in the pan or not. You know what I mean? So we know Wilson should get looks, should have the ability, like you said, to hit his ceiling. Bowden may be the better play this week, but I think you got to trust what you've seen. And we've only seen it one time out of Bowden, who we thought was a gadget guy who kind of got, released from the Raiders. Nick Miner says, good morning. How we doing today, man? We're doing well, Nick. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you. Says, I got burned like a redhead at the beach by Robbie Anderson last night. Now I'm stumped. Yeah, that was not good. He was on the sidelines so much, man.
It was such a weird game, too.
Bizarre. Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, DeAndre Swift, or CEH at the flex. Thank you, as always. You two rock. Really appreciate you here, Nick.
Appreciate that.
Nick, I think for me, this is really tough.
I'm going Swift. I think he has the highest upside.
I think that's the point, right? It's like you want to hit for this. You want to go for the home run here. I think Swift is probably that for you.
You want to get some of that aloe on it for that burn you got, and DeAndre Swift will be that aloe lotion for you today.
Titans defense is allowing the 7th most fantasy points to opposing running backs. They've given up 10 rushing touchdowns. 9 different running backs this season have posted at least 60 yards against the Titans. So not only is Swift exciting because something with Adrian Peterson could make him have more workload, he's been good himself. And the trifecta, Tennessee's been bad against the run. So, yeah, I do think Swift is your best shot at a ceiling game. Even with CEH on that really good Kansas City team, CEH would be my number 2 here.
Yeah.
But I think Swift is the right call. Jerry says Ayuk. Oh man, always does that to me.
You're good. I got it. Ayuk, Pollard, McLaurin, David Montgomery. Pick 2 PPR. Got Ayuk at wide receiver 2 right now. Can add either of the other 3 at flex. So Ayuk, Pollard.
I think Ayuk's in there and Montgomery.
Yeah. I love both of those guys' matchups.
Yeah, I think the matchup's good. He's going to get the volume that we like Pollard to get here, but we know that Montgomery's been running hot lately. It would be hard for me to bench Montgomery at any point right now. JML Sports, only Derrick Henry has scored more than David Montgomery, by the way, over the last 3 weeks. So you can have some confidence in David Montgomery.
Good stat.
JML Sports, a little late. No, you're here, man. That's all that matters. But I asked earlier in this week for my flex. He's back. Fournette, Deontay Johnson, or Jarvis Landry. Johnny, I think I'm going to go Fournette here.
Yeah, I would go Fournette. I think that's what we said earlier in the week as well. Even with Deontay having a great matchup, I just think the floor of Fournette is way more stable than Deontay, and Fournette could fall forward and for 2 touchdowns today as well. So I think the ceiling is equal of Deontay, and you kind of take a little bit of the worries away because Ronald Jones isn't there. So that's where I would go.
All right, guys, 22 watching, 26 lights. Let's get those likes up. I'm trying to get up to 50 here. Running out of time a little bit, but we appreciate everybody that's been in here. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let us know that you've subscribed, and we will shout you out in the comments below. Love it. Moises Aguirre says pick two starting wide receivers. Tyler Lockett, Christian Kirk, CeeDee Lamb, or Marvin Jones. So give me Tyler Lockett out of these, and then it's between Kirk, Lamb, or Marvin Jones. Well, I think with Stafford playing,
I would go Marvin.
I think you can go Marvin Jones here. Once again, Tennessee, not a great defense this year, letting up a lot of points.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good spot. And Marvin Jones, I think, has been wide receiver 9 since Galladay went down. So, yeah, I think you roll with Marvin Jones. Justin Young says, Mark Ingram is a healthy scratch. Are we starting Dobbins over Swift in standard? This is a Johnny question, man. Johnny's a big Swift homer. He also loves him some Dobbins. I love Dobbins. These are our dynasty running backs here.
Yeah.
How you feeling about this one, Johnny?
I would start Swift. I would play Swift in this matchup. Listen.
Well, you're wrong. It's Dobbins. No, I'm just kidding.
No, right. I didn't even like Ingram being a healthy scratch just confirmed what I already expected, that Ingram wasn't going to get touches. He was already seeing a diminished thing. I think that he's more of the hype man, and I think that that's why they're kind of keeping him more involved, if anything. It's clear that this should be it's a 2-man show. It's Edwards and it's Dobbins, but I think today is Swift's day. So, great matchup, like we said. He's got Matthew Stafford in there.
Yeah, and they should be wanting to run more to get Matthew Stafford, some of the pressure off of him with all the injury and whatnot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Owen Silk says, rank these guys at PPR. T.Y. Hilton, Josh Jefferson. Well, I think you mean Justin Jefferson. Jarvis Landry, Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson. Rank these guys PPR. So in PPR, I'm going to go Justin Jefferson.
Deontay
Johnson. I would say T.Y. Hilton. Then Jarvis Landry, then Chase Claypool.
Yeah, that's how I would have it too.
Harris Timrick says, who else has played against Devontae this week in their semis and dodged a frickin' bullet? Yeah, this was wild. Coming into this game, Devontae Adams had 8 straight games with a touchdown. It was the third longest streak in NFL history. I know he's got to be bummed that they didn't make it happen, especially that Tunyon touchdown. It's just a shame they rolled to the right because Devontae was wide open on the left.
Yeah, it was so frustrating.
So, yeah, I have Devontae in a PPR league. I have him in a couple other leagues as well.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating seeing, Cole Beasley scored twice as many points as Devontae Adams in the semifinals. That is tough. Not fun.
But hopefully you can. If you played against it, then you love it, like you said.
Yeah.
Easy says, you all got me to the semis. Appreciate that, Easy. We're stoked, man. Hopefully you can get you more.
Yeah, we're gonna get you that championship.
Chubb, Jefferson, and Akers. Play those backs, man. Play Akers and Chubb.
Yeah, 100%.
Minnesota 2 against Chicago. That's a tough secondary. Yeah, man. Give me Chubb and Akers.
Yeah, I like that.
Owen Silk says pick 3: Chubb, Hunt, Hilaire, Dobbins, Gaskin.
I'm going Chubb, Hunt.
I think that's it.
Well, you said pick 3, right?
Pick 3. Yeah.
So
I'll let you pick another one.
Well, no, I'll let you pick between Clyde Edwards-Hilaire and Dobbins. Which one would you go with?
Oh man, this is tough. I think with the healthy scratch, just give me Dobbins.
Yeah, I think that's where I would go to. Oh yeah, my
Gus
boy
Ramos
Gus
says white.
Yeah,
Gus Ramos says white Christmas lights all day.
That's right.
That's once again like Whisper Nation. That's why we like having you in here, because you can come in here and be wrong. That's fine.
Oh,
You can have the
wow,
wrong
dude.
answer. That's
Unreal.
all right. We'll let you come in here and be
Gus,
wrong.
Gus,
That's
you
okay.
are not wrong, my friend. You are not wrong.
Douglas Wilson says, thank you for the advice. Oh, anytime, Douglas. Appreciate you in here, man. Cleveland D or Seattle D. This week, Seattle playing up against
Washington and Dwayne
Washington
Haskins.
with Dwayne Haskins.
Give me Seattle.
All right. I think that's a good call. Jamil says, do you think Metcalf is a must start this week against the Redskins? Yes. 100%. Metcalf's a must start any game. If you leave Metcalf's ceiling on your bench
Well,
at any point.
Hold on. Real quick. No, he should not start DK against the Redskins because they don't play the Redskins this week. They play Washington football team this week.
Well, anyways.
Yeah. So
he's starting Metcalf. You're starting Metcalf I thought you had some real news, like some late inactive I didn't know about. No, like that's the bottom line is Metcalf, yeah, his usage can be all over the place, especially if Wilson has a down game. But the bottom line is, like, he is a world-beating talent.
Yeah.
It's like if you would have left Julio on the bench ever. You're not doing it.
Yeah.
Also, Terry McLaurin or Akers at the flex. Play Akers, especially with the QB change. Johnny mentioned earlier that the Seattle secondary has been tightening up over the last few weeks. So give me Akers. He's just been trending so hot right now. We got 34 likes. We just need 16 more guys to hit 50 before this stream is over. 29 of you watching. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let us know if you're new to the channel, and we will shout you out right here in the chat. Cole Kids 31 says, who should I put in at flex, Justin Jefferson or David Montgomery? I mean, I said it just a few minutes ago. I'm having a hard time benching David Montgomery in any format. That he's just been running so hot. Look, this is what we thought he could be. We weren't sure if he was going to be good at football after a few weeks this year. He's really turned it on, and I mentioned this earlier. Over the last 3 weeks, only Derrick Henry has more points in both formats. So I would not be benching David Montgomery. And then you look at Justin Jefferson in a tough matchup against that Chicago secondary. I keep losing my spot.
I got
Mr. Miles says Sanders, Montgomery, Thielen, half point PPR, pick one.
This I think I'm going Montgomery again. Give me the usage. Give me the matchup.
The thing about Montgomery's nice and PPR is where you lean maybe wide receiver. He's been getting good usage too.
Dude, he's been like steady Eddie. I have him in one of my leagues, and so many people.
No, you don't, dude.
I know I had a lot of people that were like literally hitting me up about David Montgomery, and like they were like almost giving me more hype on David Montgomery than I had him. He was on my team, so he's just so steady Eddie.
Sammy says half point PPR, one running back, one flex, Mostert, Miles Sanders, Deontay Johnson.
Sorry.
I mean, I think I'm going to take Deontay and Miles Sanders.
Yeah, those are the two that I would go with.
Just pure
Miles Sanders against Arizona. Arizona has been allowing over 100 rushing yards per game to opposing running backs.
Good.
Good.
August says Emmanuel Sanders or Corey Davis, Johnny. You were talking about Sanders with Michael Thomas out the other day. I think it's Corey Davis still, though.
Yeah, I think I would still go with Corey Davis.
Full Kids 31 says, I like Montgomery. Heck yeah, man. We're loving where he's at right now.
Yep.
D haha. Says Swift or Sanders. Got me good. Says Swift or Sanders. Me and the other team are both projected at exactly 145. It's going to be close. Johnny, this is a big test on your Swift take. You still going Swift here over Miles Sanders?
I don't know if I would go Swift over Sanders. I think I would still play Sanders. What about you? What do you think? I don't think you can go wrong with either one, honestly. I think I
think Sanders is in a good matchup. He's I think you have to go with Sanders in the volume. And they're both in good matchups, but the volume is guaranteed for Sanders to be, or should be close to guaranteed. And Jalen Hurts in the lineup did good things for Sanders last week. I think it could do good things again for him this week. I'm gonna take Sanders here. Marco Romero says half point PPR: Bowden, Salvan Ahmed, or Juju at the flex. Please answer.
All right. I would go Juju.
All right. Yeah, I think that's especially in PPR. I think that's the right way to go. Or half point PPR. Sawyer Hebb says Swift or Carson, Johnny. Another
Carson.
good test for your
Carson.
boy. Yeah, I think you got to go Carson still. Once again, the guaranteed volume.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just showing you how far we've gone with Swift. He's being mentioned in the same breath as these other guys. That's great.
Yeah.
King Jonathan, James Robinson. First of all, we got royalty in the chat. Thanks so much for joining us, King Jonathan. James Robinson or Cam Akers or Deontay Johnson. So that's a good one too. James, I mean, really, this comes down to James Robinson or Cam Akers, Johnny. And so once again, James Robinson just been so steady, but here comes that new Cam Akers been really hot lately. I think I'm gonna roll with Cam Akers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cam Akers because the logic for me comes down to who do I expect to run more plays and have more opportunity to score? Is it going to be Jacksonville and their difficult matchup against Baltimore, or is it going to be the the LA Rams against the Jets? I would take the latter. So give me Cam
Upper
Akers.
90 asking the same question Sawyer asked. That's Swift or Carson. We are rolling with Carson.
Yep.
Just love that volume and that offense. Nolan Clicks, Pollard or Akers? That's a good one too. I'm still rolling with Akers here. Pollard going to get nice usage, but that's a tough matchup against San Francisco.
Yep.
And so not so sure he's going to have the running room we want. Luigi Perez says James Robinson or Dobbins full point PPR. Man, we got some really good running back questions today.
Some great ones.
I'm gonna go with Dobbins here. I think most of Johnny's point too about the running more plays. Baltimore favored by 13.5 in this game. I mean, that's great for a running back when they're favored that much because that means they're going to run a ton in this game, and I think Dobbins is going to be a big part of that. So give me Dobbins here.
Yep.
I'm just going to call you AB. Abdul Rahman. I think that wasn't bad. Okay.
Yeah, I think that was...
Gigi says for flex in half point PPR, Connor Boyd or Kiki Cutie. Let's see. Connor Boyd or Kiki Cutie. So I think for me in the half point PPR and with Connor's quad situation, this is really between Boyd and Kiki Cutie. And
give me Kiki Cutie.
Something I want to answer. So Johnny, go ahead.
Give me Kiki Cutie. I'm not confident in Cincinnati's offense at all against a really good defense.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go there. Montgomery or Carson, Johnny?
I would go. This one's tough for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna die on the sword with Montgomery here.
All right.
I think that if you're gonna, this is a tough matchup for Carson. Not saying he can't overcome a tough matchup. Washington's defense though been really nice on the line. I'm gonna go with Montgomery, who's just been on fire. I don't know how you could bench him right now. That was Colton Cash asking that one there. KO's Skywalker says, need two, half point PPR, Pollard, Ahmed, Fournette, Wilson Jr. Johnny?
I'm going to go need two half point. Okay, I'm going to go Fournette and Pollard.
We have 40 likes, just a couple more minutes to get through these questions. Please smash that like button. Help us get to 50. We just need 10 more likes, everybody. Please help us get there. 25 of you watching, so make sure you're smashing that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Let us know that you're new, and we will shout you out. Darius Rice wants to know, Johnny, if he can borrow that jersey right behind you.
Dude, it's funny because he was asking to borrow your Adams jersey, and you told him, "Yeah, dude, you borrow it."
Oh yeah, you're just kissing butt, dude. Unreal.
Touchdowns,
Owen
y'all.
Silk says. Owen Silk says T.Y. Hilton or Dobbins at the flex for PPR. Man, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to still roll with Dobbins. I think the upside is there for a monster day for Dobbins.
Yeah. I am just still a little concerned that the touchdowns go a little bit away for touchdown, y'all, and then you're a little bit left with the dud.
Stealing my nickname, man.
I love it.
Greg says start 2 PPR. Juju, Kenyon Drake, Tony Pollard.
Kenyon Drake and Tony Pollard.
JP asking, start Jalen Hurts or Drew Brees or Phillip Rivers, half-point PPR.
Jalen Hurts.
I like Hurts. I think this matchup's good for him. It's going to be an interesting game for sure.
Yeah.
45 likes. Only need 5 more likes, guys. We're crushing through these likes. Appreciate y'all. 27 watching. Make sure you get those likes up, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please join into Whisper Nation. We don't just stop at the end of this year. We're going to be doing all sorts of content this offseason, so make sure you guys are checking it out.
Yep.
Charles Herbert, a.k.a. Tucker, says, morning, fellas. Morning, Tucker, in our league of record, one of our bros right here.
There we go.
Does Miles Sanders have another big day or with Hurts at QB? Yeah, and it's not even so much about Hurts as the matchup's really good, too, against Arizona, as Johnny's been mentioning. So we love Sanders' outlook for today, and we're back on the Sanders train after getting burnt last week. Brian McGowan, Big Blue, says Watts, Hurts, or Goff. Watson, Hurts, or Goff.
Ooh,
I'm still rolling Watson here.
Okay.
I just think the upside's too good to pass up, but I do like Hurts. Picked him up in a couple leagues. Moneybags, Watson or Hurts? Please need help. Still rolling Watson here. I think the upside is there. Johnny talked about the rushing upside. Obviously, Hurts has that too, but he's still a rookie, and I'm not going to turn my back on a guy in Deshaun Watson who can just turn it up at any second.
Well, we also said this too, like as great of a rookie debut that Hurts had, he still was under 22 fantasy points. So it was like he ran for over 100 yards,
17 passes too out of the 30 attempts. So yeah. I mean that's the other part too, is he wasn't as sharp as a passer. They're still going to do things that limit his upside as far as an offense is concerned, because they don't want to lose the game, right, and have him make a bunch of mistakes.
And now there's game tape as well on Hurts. So, and then Kyler's also play with Hurts, so he knows a little bit about Hurts and what he likes to do. So,
he knows about. You think Kyler's over there? In the film
yeah, you don't
give
think
him
so?
The secrets?
Oh
dude?
yeah, and Hurts is probably saying the same thing over there in Philly.
Maybe. 26 watching, 46 likes. We only need 4 more, guys. Please help us out. We're going to get to 50 likes today before this is over. Let's see. Moneybags, that Boa Angel says Emmanuel Sanders or Deontay Johnson or Corey Davis, full point PPR. Give me Deontay Johnson here. Yep. I just love the volume that's been more guaranteed for him. Do love Corey Davis, though. Great matchup. Don't think that's a terrible option, but I like Deontay a little bit more.
Yeah.
Gabe C. Bowden or Rashad Higgins, Johnny? This is a question made for you.
Rashad,
half-point PPR.
Give me Rashad Higgins. No Bradbury today for the Giants. And with the defense that the Giants like to play, it opens up a lot of mid-field zone pockets, and that's right where Higgins has made his heyday. I expect a good day from Higgins.
Midfield zone pockets. Are those anything like hot pockets?
They could be. If he does well today.
Okay, well, here's a question. Favorite Hot Pocket. What's your favorite Hot Pocket flavor?
Oh, I go like they have
the
some
pizza or the cheddar and ham, or
I do like the mozzarella the mozzarella one with the little meatballs in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That one's good, dude. What about you? Which one?
I like the ham and cheddar. I like the cheesy, or I like the breakfast ones too. Those are pretty good.
Yeah. Hot Pockets.
We got 47 likes. We just need 3 more, guys. Help us out. We're almost there. Jeremy Jewell says, hello, T.Y. Hilton, McLaurin, or A.B. Opponent has Tom Brady. Brown needs a touchdown for this bonus. Please help PPR League. I think I'm going to roll T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, I would go T.Y.
I don't mind the A.B. play, but I think T.Y. Hilton's just been too good to pass up right now.
Yeah.
All right. Luigi Perez says, you guys kind of scared to go with Dobbins. Had Robinson all year. I trust y'all, though. He's kind of scared to go with Dobbins. Had Robinson. Yeah, and I understand that. And look, Robinson should be the focal point of that offense. He's going to get decent playing time. The problem is as Johnny said, Baltimore's favored by 13 here. So they are going to probably just crush Jacksonville. And then at some point, Robinson's just going to be scripted out, even though he has been worked in the passing game. Whereas Dobbins is probably going to get a good chance to be the reason why that the Ravens go up and the reason why they stay up. And that's just that's volume and opportunity you can't really pass up at this point. King Jonathan says, start 2, Cam Akers or James Robinson, Brandon Ayuk or Deontay Johnson. We're going with Cam Akers and Brandon Ayuk, I think, here.
Yeah, those are the two that I would probably go with. But those are a good 4
That's
to choose
you have
from.
got some good ones there. Luigi Perez says also Hurts or Tannehill, Johnny.
This one's
give me Tannehill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hurts' upside's there, but Tannehill in a great matchup, been consistent when he's in a good matchup. Harrison says, "What's up, guys? What's going on, Harrison? McLaurin or Godwin, full point PPR."
Godwin.
Yeah. Moneybag says, "Thanks, guys. Nice channel. Appreciate you, Moneybags. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and let us know in the comments below. We're at 48 likes. We just need 2 more, guys. Hit us there, and we're going to hit that number of 50.
Yes.
We want to do that before we sign off here. Harrison, we got you. And then Moneybags asked, just smash the like. Appreciate that, Moneybags. He says Godwin or Thielen. I don't know how you'd pass up Thielen's upside here.
Yeah.
The touchdowns, he's just been a touchdown monster this year, so I think I'd be rolling with Thielen just for the pure upside alone.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Abdul Rahman says, "Thanks, guys, for the help. By the way, you pronounced my name right. Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
I hate when I botch
Good
him.
job, Big Travis.
Have another question. Brady or Rivers? I think I'm going to roll with Brady here against Atlanta. Really, really good matchup. The upside is better than Rivers. Rivers been consistent, but Brady's been better and has had a little bit of a ceiling this year." Gus Ramos says, IHOP or Denny's? Well, it just depends on what you're in the mood for. I mean, IHOP's pancakes and kind of like French toast creations and stuff are better than Denny's. But Denny's has some great things like the Slam Burger is one of my favorite burgers out there. They've got the Grand Slam, which isn't like the pancake doesn't trump the IHOP pancake, but the creation itself is really good. Love the hash browns, the milkshakes at Denny's. So for me, this is tough, and it kind of depends on what you're in the mood for. I might bitch out here and just say it's a little bit of a tie.
Yeah, it's I don't like saying, like, I like giving an actual answer, but I first started leaning being like, yeah, give me IHOP. But you made a great point, and like all the other stuff they have, like their hash browns, their platters, their breakfast platters, much better. Yeah,
Denny's they have like the skillet stuff, and like I don't know. Denny's has a little bit of a sentimental value. In high school, we would go after dances. We would always go to Denny's.
Yeah.
Super late. So it was like this thing that we did. And then, before we were partying, when we were good high school kids, we weren't drinking, we were actually just going late nights to Denny's.
Yeah.
And hanging with the crew. So that's got a little bit of sentimental value too. But I do mess with some IHOP stuff, man. They've got some good creations over there too, like their crepes. They'll have like crepes or stuffed French toast. Man, I am hungry right now. Jake1079 says, I lost Julio. This might make you throw up. Starting Gus and AB in my playoff game. Would you switch any of these for T. Higgins, Rager, or Crowder? No, I think that's right.
Yeah, I think
you have it right. Those other guys, yeah, they might be a little enticing. There's just no way we can trust the quarterback situations and other things there. So I think you have it right.
And listen, Jake, I appreciate the funny comment after there, but hey, you made it to the semifinals. What you got to do, man. I'm not gonna hate on you. Things could be worse. We had a league mate asking us if he should play Zach Moss or Jamal Williams last night. So things could be a little bit worse for you.
All right. Let's see here. Should I start Jalen Hurts? JP says Harrison. At Harrison, who are you going with, Godwin or McLaurin? Should I start Jalen Hurts? Oh, he's trying to get Harrison's question, trying to see what he said there. Oh, JP says, should I start Jalen Hurts or Phillip Rivers or Drew Brees, half-point PPR? I'd take Hurts here. I think the upside's there.
Yeah.
Godwin or McLaurin, half-point PPR. I'm going to take Godwin. Luigi Perez, we got 48 likes. I think we're going to have to sign off without hitting that 50 unless 2 people can give us a like real quick. We'd really appreciate
Make our
that.
day. It'd start our day off really well on a semifinal matchup day.
Luigi Perez says, guys, I think I'm going Dobbins over James. Crazy since he got me here, since CMC was hurt. But you guys have good points. I have Akers too, and he's starting. You have some great backs there, brother. So hopefully that powers you to the next round.
Well, and once again, I'll just like repeating this. If if you trust your gut, we always say trust your gut. So if you really want to go with James Robinson, that's your gut feeling, then go with that, because there's nothing worse than not going with your gut and then you losing out, whatever.
And that does it for us, guys. We answered all your questions. Hopefully, you guys get those W's. For Johnny Game Time Hicks, I'm Big Travie. We are the Fantasy Whisperers. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
Peace. Good luck this weekend.